So today we're going to go on a little field trip to visit a local blacksmith in Farrier at his forge here outside of town. My brother-in-law tagged along because a few years back he got into making knives. Thought he might get a kick out of visiting with a true craftsman, and we both could learn something along the way. So we headed out one hot July day to meet up with Sammy Williams, who has been shoeing horses for almost 60 years. Sammy's forgotten more about forging than many of us will ever know, but he was willing to spend some time with us, and we learned a lot. So come along with us today to Sammy's blacksmith shop, where we're going to make some horseshoes and forge some tools. We start out with a little history and lessons on basic blacksmithing, and later on in the video you will see some tools forged in real time. So grab something cool to drink and sit back and enjoy.
Here's heaviest use. Depends. These are for American saddle beds.
These are cool.
Some of them you use a roll toe one, some of them you don't. Some of them you use different types of hind shoes. This is a hind shoe. This is what that was to start with.
Wow. That's cool. What's the time from this to this for you?
Well, when my hands were tough, I could turn and punch 6 pair in an hour.
How
So,
How long you been doing this?
1963.
I was born in 1963.
When I started, if you want a little history,
Oh yes.
you couldn't buy some of this stuff. You couldn't buy a good pair. Those are shoe pullers. You couldn't buy a good pair. Here's what the jaws are made out of. Come out of a thrashing machine. Here's what the handles are made out of. Come out of an old sulky rake, horse-drawn rake.
Isn't that cool?
It's light spring steel.
Isn't that cool?
This may not be the right size of iron. You want me to show you how to do it right?
Well, certainly. Yeah, I'd love to learn how to do it right.
Well, I don't know that it's right. It's how I did it.
But apparently it's right, I'd say.
Well, you can make punches, cold chisels out of these. This you can temper.
Oh.
Now there is a knife blank.
There you go.
I'm not a knife maker.
That's what this is made out of this?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
You did this with a hammer?
You looking for somebody thinking you're being punked?
Oh, okay, I didn't say, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I didn't even see that power hammer.
Let me get it.
Looks good to me. It's sharp.
Oh, it's probably field rest 40, 50 deer.
It's sharp. Heck yeah.
Basically no temper.
No?
No.
How's it hold its edge?
That's bearing steel.
Oh.
They have to be hard to be bearings.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to do is temper a bearing knife. If it's not hard enough, you warm it up so you can hold it in your hand and quench it in water.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you're gonna forge well, this is the best in gas. Iron Mountain.
The flux?
Iron Mountain forging flux.
And you put that inside your forge?
Well,
When
you
you
get your steel ready and have it hot and put this on your steel and then put it in the forge.
So, but this doesn't melt your brick.
No.
Okay.
But it
All the ones I've seen that people
but it
use.
looks like a molten glass when it's
Yeah.
ready to forge.
Oh. Because all the people I've seen use a borax based.
Well, you can use straight borax.
And it eats up all their brick and all their forge.
Well, if you're not doing a lot of it, This is the best. Yeah.
There we go.
But you took your tool steel, if it wasn't to the shape you needed, this is what you had. Swedge blocks. See, that's half round.
Yeah.
That's been swedged in there.
Huh.
That is way cool.
And he would swedge it and put the handles on it for the bricklayers to run between the bricks. These are called rivet tongs.
Huh. Oh yeah, see the.
That's hard to hold.
Well, I let a friend of mine have my regular tongs that I'd made to do this with because I had these. But we fixed Gary so it would do flat steel or this. It's just enough to, they just want to run their mouth about what you're doing. But to really get in there to forge it and do it. They may win some big contest, but there's only one contest that really counts. They say, what's that? I said, how'd the horse go when you got done?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Goes in the show ring, or trail riding,
Yeah.
runs the barrels, or what?
So he was telling me the other day, based on what he did to that shoe, whether it's a barrel racer or whether a horse was loping a certain way, he could control the way that horse ran based on what kind of shoe he put on it or what he did to the shoe.
You used to know of polo ponies. This is a polo shoe. A lot of times I'd put them on the front of a barrel horse. I wasn't a barrel horse shoer, but I've shod some. That's for traction.
You let him dig into the dirt to make that
So
corner.
he don't slip.
It's about like having cleats on your football shoes, isn't it?
Yeah. But this won't keep him from bringing that foot forward. It'll let it slide forward.
Gotcha.
But it's going to stop slipping out from under him. You got a pretty good file. Hear that?
Yeah.
I'm hard to hear it. That knife, that kind of squeals across there. It's hard.
Yeah.
It don't need temper. But if it does, you warm it up, hold it in your hand, quench it in water.
So I'm
Just
getting
just
no
barely.
harder than what your hand is.
Yeah, just barely warm. And that old file will squeal when it goes across.
So you want to hear the fall squeal, and that's when you know it's hard enough.
Yep.
I gotcha.
And you're gonna have a hell time sharpening it, so have it pretty sharp.
Sammy grew up in southern Missouri. When he got into horseshoeing as a career, he quickly realized that many of the high-dollar horses were around central Missouri. In fact, our little town of Mexico, Missouri is considered the saddlebred horse capital of the world. These expensive show horses kept Sammy busy for over 5 decades.
I kind of had an idea that's what I was going to do. That's pretty slick.
There's front here. There's the hind shoe.
That's pretty slick. That saved some time, didn't it?
Yeah.
I might need just a little bigger round rod, but you'll get the idea of how to make a pair of tongs when I'm done.
Wow. They were quite expensive. Yeah.
That's right there. You're all right, right here. Well, the steel's kind of old and rotten, but you see what it does.
Yeah.
There's one side. You do the other side the same way. That's how you get the nipple in the end.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hold it right there.
So what are you looking for, Sammy? What are you looking for when you know it's ready?
How hot, how far back I got it hot?
Okay.
Gotta be a little farther. Just red, not white hot, red.
Red. Okay.
Out there. Watch the color changing. See that blue creeping down? See how blue that is? Depends on where you, how far down it is, how hard it is. You can see that blue coming down there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. Ain't even a fold, ain't even a bend. That's pretty
There's your cut.
impressive.
Wow.
It can be a little harder, but that's pretty good.
That's hard.
That's yours. We didn't grow up with a lot of money. We had to repair and fix.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times you didn't have a lot of good steel to make a cutting edge. So you would take something like that and forge it on there for your cutting edge. That way you could make more.
So you're saving the good steel
You're
just for the
saving
edges.
the good steel for edges where you could use the soft steel for the back.
I got you.
Yeah. That's before they had a good mixture of steel for anything. Well, Nanny likes to look up in there. Them's the little ones.
Yeah.
I'd make right at 200 pair a year. Well, I kept about 200 head horses.
I noticed your hammer up there says 40,000 head. You did 40,000 head with that hammer?
I nailed 40,000 heads with that hammer before I finally wore it out. Hey, I can still do it.
I believe you.
At age 83, I think that's what he said, Sammy's finally slowed down some. He's retired from shoeing horses, but he enjoys bird hunting and he's a guide at one of the local game reserves. But Watching him swing that hammer is a pure art, and his muscle memory never misses a lick. He's come from that generation. If they needed something, they made it, an art form that is quickly being lost in today's world. But Sammy's invited us back when it gets a little cooler outside this fall. We can't wait to go back and learn more. We certainly enjoyed our day at the forge, and we want to thank you for coming along with us.